One, all praise, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, safety, much love, and blessing to the Akim across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth and sincerity and putting their lives on the line to do so. I want to say shalom to you, brothers. I'm the brother Arak out of GMS Atlanta Camp, back with another lesson, and Lord willing, it be edifying. All right, I'm going to entitle this lesson Liquor, Bad Food, and Religion. All right. And what prompted me to do this lesson is I was watching a live lesson with the Apostle Rumlob with the elders from our camp here in Atlanta uh, the other day. And it was the brothers and the elders were like, you know that you're in an impoverished or Jake neighborhood because all of them have these three things in common, all right, that are readily available and accessible to Jake. And it was liquor stores on every corner, a church, and fucking really two churches per liquor store on every corner, and bad food, fast food restaurants, McDonald's, Wendy's, wing spots, Checkers, all of those things. That's how you know you're in a Jake neighborhood, and we're in these conditions, all right. And if you really think about it, the average everyday um, Jake doesn't even realize that they're surrounded with nothing but BS. They think that it's a convenience that there's a liquor store on every corner that they can just walk to and stay liquored up. That it's convenient that on every block there's a burger spot where you can go get a meal for $2.99. You know, they think it's a convenience that they can walk out of their door and walk right into a church. All right, but it's not. These things in America are strategically placed in Jake's neighborhood in order to keep them in a state of mind that Esau wants us in, man, to keep us separated from our power. All right, because the liquor and the food, the saying that says you are what you eat. That the food is altering Jake's state of mind. All right, because they say your gut is how did it go? Is your gut uh is linked directly to your brain or something like that. And also pushing Jesus Christ down Jake's throat. All right, that slave doctrine. Okay, that's how they're keeping Jake asleep. All right, and keeping them away from their power, and all of this, um, like I said, is by design, but it's also a punishment from the Lord, our power, because we went away and we disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandments that He gave to Jake. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and we're under the curses because of it. All right, so this is Baruch 4:17. It says, "For we have sinned before the Lord and disobeyed Him, and have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, to walk in the commandments that He gave us openly. Since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt unto this present day, we have been disobedient unto the Lord our power, and we have been negligent in the hearing of His voice." All right, so that's why we're in the conditions that we're in, because there was a contract between the Lord and the nation of Israel that was breached on our end. All right, and with any kind of contract, if you breach it, there are certain penalties that you have to pay. So we're just basically living out these penalties that the Lord has placed upon our people because of the contractual agreement that we broke. All right, which sin is the transgression of the law. We've transgressed against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, dating back all the way to our forefathers, even until this present day, our people are still going off. Verse 20, it says, "Wherefore the evils have cleaved unto us." All right, so the evils have had, or is having, a stronghold on the minds of our people. All right, and it's being conditioned, and also uh, uh, it's being brought forth by the things that we eat. All right, by the liquor that we're consuming. All right, that alters our state of mind, and religion. All right, religion, liquor, and cheap food. All right, that's how you know you're in a Jake neighborhood. Um, if you travel outside of, we have a perimeter here in Atlanta called 285, which inside of 285 is most of the inner city and the impoverished area. But once you get outside of that perimeter, those are some of the more nicer neighborhoods. Okay, when you get outside of 285 and like Gwinnett County and Lilburn and Douglasville and Philarica, stuff like that, just to name a few, you damn near got to take a road trip if you want to go purchase some liquor or some yayan or whatever have you. All right, and it ain't no Wendy's and McDonald's on every fucking block. All right, that's how you can tell the difference. Okay, and it's damn sure not a church on every block. Man, right here in my neighborhood, you got in my neighborhood alone, within a 2 mile radius, you probably got about 10 churches. All right. Sometimes they're right across the street from each other. Okay. And that's the same way with the food. You'll have a Wendy's, you have a Checkers, you have a McDonald's all next to each other. All right. So you can pick your poison. Whatever you want to indulge in as far as that cheap ass food, you can have at it. Some Jakes hit all three. Monday he'll do Wendy's. Tuesday he'll do McDonald's. Wednesday he'll do Checkers. Thursday he'll hit Popeyes. Friday he'll swing on over to American Deli to get some wings. You know, and that's the way Jake is raised, and that's the way he grow up. All right, you go in the liquor store, they don't have his favorite drink. He can walk uh, a few minutes down the road to another one. Okay, that's how Jake looks at that, like I said earlier in the lesson, as a convenience, not knowing it's totally destroying them and that we're under the curses. We shouldn't be living like this. Okay? But Jake don't know any better. Um Baruch 1:20 says, wherefore the evils have cleaved unto us, and the curse which the Lord appointed by Moses his servant at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt, to give us a land that floweth with milk and honey, like as it to see this day. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us. But every man hath followed the imaginations of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our power. Okay, idol worshiping, going to going into these whorehouses, worshiping Jesus Christ. You know, that has continually kept our people in a state of wickedness. All right, going into these churches, giving a money to the pastor. All right, that hasn't that's teaching them prosperity doctrines, and not teaching them the full role of the scriptures. They're not devouring or teaching their congregation the entire scripts. They're just picking and choosing, all right, for prosperity and to keep fattening their pockets. Okay, those are all a part of the curses, which I'm going to get right here real quick. I'm going to go to the agreement, if you will, and what would happen to us if we were to break the agreement of this contract that we had between us and the Lord our power. Um, so I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Um, Deuteronomy from verse 15 gives us the conditions, all right, and from 16 on down, it tells us the curses that will befall us if we did not hearken unto the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And that's what we're seeing. You know, liquor, religion, and bad food. It's overtaking Jake's neighborhood. All right, and keeping us further behind the eight ball. All right, and it goes on to read, "Cursed shalt thou be in the city, cursed shalt thou be in the field, cursed shall thou basket and thy cursed shall be thy basket and thy store." You know, pockets finished all the time. It says, "Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thine kin and the flock of thy sheep." And then it goes so on and so forth, man. Even unto us being brought over here in America on slave ships in the 68th verse. All right, and also I believe it's verse 48 where it tells us we'll be in the need and want of Esau for all things. Okay, because there's another thing, they have damn near a pharmaceutical place on every corner too. Where Jake can continue to take Esau's um, synthetic medications when medicines were made from the earth. All right, everything that grows upon the earth could bring a cure or some sort of health benefit, but they're slapping the pharmacies, all right, in these medical buildings, these clinics, all throughout Jake neighborhood too. But the most prominent three things, as the lesson goes into, is liquor, cheap food, and religion. You know, so hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'm gonna end it giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash, Shalom.